All right, welcome. How are you doing? I hope everybody's doing well. We are back with another live, something a little bit small but interesting today. And as I told you, I have been consistently trying to work on the quality of these lives, especially the audio. Last time we had a bit of a blip going on that was completely on me. I take full responsibility. Today we have new mic installed, same camera. Hopefully the video is clear enough, and hopefully the audio is clear enough. So we're gonna roll with this and see. We'll make adjustments as we go. But I do want to try to improve the quality of the content, the audio, the visual for you all. I know how hard it is to struggle through audio when it's horrible, and it's quite funny. Sometimes you can have bad video but good audio and people will still listen, because a lot of times, if you think about it, you listen to a lot more things than you look at them. But today we are going to talk about bad equipment buys. Now, we've all done them. I'm going to go through a few of mine. But before we get into that, I am 3 days out from show. We already won first in overall for the show this past weekend. We will be heading to Cleveland. And when I say we, I mean my beautiful, supportive wife, as she cooks my chicken and my tilapia and a lot of other my meals as I'm training clients, training myself, and running about the city. So essentially, she competes with me. And we will be going up to Cleveland this weekend, and I will vlog that. I have recently picked up some extra batteries for the GoPro, so I will have that with me. And big shout out to GoPro. Had some issues with the Hero 8 Black that they helped me work out. Hopefully they fixed all that with the media mod, and I will be able to vlog that entire trip with you all the way from me tanning to me trying to figure out how and what I'm going to eat, to prepping for the show, to being at the show, to how I do at the show. Where do I actually place? So like I said, AMBF, we placed first in the overall men's physique. I will be going up to compete NPC men's physique for the first time. As you all know, and if you don't know, I'm telling you, the NPC is the NFL of bodybuilding, okay? You got NPC. NPC is tied to the IFBB, which is a higher level going pro status. With that being said, let's talk about this. The channel is almost at 3,000 subscribers, okay? So if you've been here long enough, you know that every time I hit a mile marker, it's a good thing for you, because I do a good giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway when the channel reaches 3,000. So like, share, comment, all of that good stuff. I just recently got belittled. I think it's belittled. I don't think it's humbled. I'm watching my daughter and I hear all this crickling and crackling, and she's watching this ASMR video, and they got like 1 million subscribers for people that basically crunch styrofoam. Yeah, styrofoam. So I'm hoping to possibly, maybe one day, have 1 million subscribers that want to listen to how you can lose fat, gain muscle, not waste money on gym equipment, which we're going to talk about now. So like I say, in the chat, if I don't see you and you want to chat and you need to get my attention, you can go ahead, throw a super chat in there. The color will come up. I'll see it, get to you. Right now, the slot's pretty open. Other than that, we also will be not tolerating any disrespectful, any of that. We want to be progressive. We want to be positive. We want to be supportive of one another. So with that all being said, let's get into what today's small live is about. Have you wasted money in gym equipment buys? I know I have, and I'm going to talk about 3 of them that I definitely wasted money on, that have sat over in my gym for quite some time, collected dust, and quite frankly, I don't use them. And the first one is the old perfect push-up. The perfect push-up. It was so ahead of its time. You know, it's like you had this rotating base. The regular push-up stands were fixed. They just seemed to revolutionize the whole fitness industry with this turntable where you could basically twist into motion and try to get more chest contraction. I bought the perfect push-up and realized more often than not, I ended up with more aches than I wanted to, just based off of the motion and moving through the joint area. Not saying that they cannot be used, but let's go into this. So using the perfect push-ups, why do you need them? Really, why do you need them? Most people don't even have good push-up form to begin with. So I would highly suggest, even before buying push-up stands, which I do have, I'm going to tell you that I do have push-up stands. But before you buy those, work on your push-up form. I do have a video on the YouTube channel about push-up form and how to use a water bottle to check up your push-up depth. So you could definitely check that video out. Definitely have your elbows trailing alongside your body, more going back, no more than 45 degrees out. I get tired of this bulldog stance. Like, people do push-ups like this. It's horrible for your joints. You're not getting really anything out of it. And besides probably injury, but definitely work on your push-ups. I think this was a horrible buy. I can't even remember how much I spent on these. I'm pretty sure that these were upwards of $40 at the time when they came out. I mean, they're quite heavy. They're built. They're durable. There's nothing wrong with them, but they've literally sat in that corner for probably 6 years. Hardly used. Now, push-up stands. Now, this is where I can see the use for them, especially I will be taking, now I'm even taking my push-up stands this weekend, and I'm not taking the perfect push-ups. Think about this. So push-up stands, I can understand, especially when I'm back in the show trying to get pumped up before stage. I don't want to put my hands on the ground, especially right now when a pandemic, we're already trying to move about and socialize in a manner in which is safe. I just don't like putting my hands on the ground. I'm going to be moving back and forth. I don't want to accidentally put them in my face or get something in my eye, forget I didn't wash or sanitize. So I think push-up stands are going to come in handy in that. And also the push-up stands collapse and come apart way easier. There's a couple of twists of some hexes, and then you can fold them and put them in a small bag, and then you're off. So even then, the perfect push-ups have been they're just overload. You don't need them. Horrible buy. I shouldn't have wasted my money in it. So the next thing that we're going to move into, which I'm pretty sure if you haven't heard about it, you're going to hear about it now, are Gorilla Grips. What the hell's a Gorilla Grip? These are Gorilla Grips. Gorilla Grips are these wraparound that you can get them. I think these are 1 inch. I think they go all the way up to 1.5 and 2 inch, depending on your bar. And basically you put these on the bar, and then you bench press with them or you curl with them. And essentially what is supposed to happen is, because you can't close your grip as close, you can't bring it in, you're supposed to put more contraction in that muscle right there. That is what is supposed to happen. I hardly use these. Now, recently I found a use for them. I put them on my fitness gear pull-up station because the bars are so thin and tend to dig into my hands, because I do more than 12 pull-ups. And if you do more than that, please let me know in the chat how many pull-ups you do, and maybe we can have a pull-up challenge one day on the IG Live. I'd be open to that. But yeah, these definitely help. So I recently fixed these on there. I pulled them off just for this video. I used to try to use them for bench press. And I found that sometimes it can be unsafe if people are not aware to put this open end going upward instead of downward, because some people like to use a false grip and some people felt uncomfortable with that. Although I've never had an issue where it's come off and bit me in the face with the bar. I never ate a bar for that. So that definitely was a concern, but it's never happened. But I can say I've carried these in my gym bag for almost 2 years now, and I've probably used them about a good 5 or 6 times. Was this a wasted buy? I'm pretty sure it was. I like having them on a pull-up station, but that's not what I bought them for. So I think you could definitely save you money. Get you some Versa grips, some Pro Versa grips. I use those more often than not. And I only put these on here because sometimes I come down and do nightcap work and I don't get my Versa grips out of my gym bag, which usually sits in my bedroom so I can grab it on my way out. So these are always on that bar and I never have to think about it. So that's the only reason that I got these. And yeah, quite frankly, it was a waste of damn money. And now they just sit there on there waiting for me to do nighttime work. How many of you actually do nighttime work? And what I mean by nightcap work is I do exercises in the morning. You know, I try to do like maybe 50 pull-ups, 200 dips or something like that to get the day cranking. Then I do my regular training session, which will take me into about 16:30 to maybe 17:30, sometimes longer, depending on client space and availability for myself. And then once I eat my last meal of the day, which I will be vlogging that too on the trip, what I'm eating, as I said, I come down here or I stay in the room and maybe do another 500 reps of push-ups or delts, or maybe I do an ab work, or maybe I do a little Tabata. So I'm always doing something. Recently, right now, coming 3 days out from show, we're not doing that. We're not trying to burn up excessive amount of calories because we are in peak week. And peak week is one of the best weeks, especially if you've been in a deficit this entire time for almost 16, maybe plus week prep. When you get into peak week, you get to eat more sweet potato. And sweet potato at this point in time tastes like damn candy. I'm telling you, sweet potato right now with no sugar, no marshmallows, tastes awesome. I don't even know what I'm going to do when I finish the competition and my wife is like, do you want a donut? I almost feel guilty thinking about eating a donut right now, but I'm probably going to have that donut. I'm probably going to have 12 donuts, a dozen donuts. I'm probably going to get that bar cake. But at some point in time, my body's going to be like, it's time to get to work because we do want to build for the next season. So leading into this, the third, and I mean most ridiculous gym buy. Have I used it? Yes. More than once? Quite a bit. Was it worth it? I don't know. It's really going to depend on what you do, what you're training for, and are you really going to be dedicated to that avenue of competition or maybe just training for that? And that is the good old elevation mask. How many of you all have seen somebody that's getting started in the gym and they buy an elevation mask? It's just something about walking around the gym sounding like Darth Vader that makes somebody feel like they're really here to work out. And majority of the time, those people wearing these masks are doing simple basic weight training. That's really not. I even bought the Venom. I even bought the Venom pull around, and it's official by Elevation. I bought the Venom. And I don't hardly use it. Now, I used to use it quite a bit when I trained for Spartan competitions. When I was training for the Spartan and I was traveling higher elevations, I would use this down here, down south, because it would give me a simulation of that. But outside of that, I can't see why people are wearing these around Fitness or Planet Fitness of all places. You know, you come in there with this and Planet Fitness that damn near might call the cops on you, or any other gym, and you're doing basic weight training. You're starving yourself of oxygen, which essentially is affecting your ATP rate because you need that. And you're really not getting anything out of it because you're not really taxing your cardio or your respiratory system. I could see if somebody was in there and they were on a treadmill running at a high rate and they had this on, and I'm asking like, okay, at this point, are they just love training that way, or are they actually training for something? I think this is a piece of equipment that would lend for somebody specifically training for something, not somebody just lifting weights in the gym. So in this live, nobody has said what they've bought or what they wasted their money on. Maybe you're embarrassed. But when you see this video and it's posted, I want to see comments on things that you all have wasted your money on and that you wish you didn't. I might put this stuff up for sale. It's kind of like relics. They kind of like sit around now. It's kind of like I just have them in like a museum. Like, you remember those perfect push-ups? Huh. You remember that elevation mask? Huh. It's just like that kind of stuff. It just sits over there like equipment I collected. Now, the Bicep Blaster, love it. Resistant bands, love them. You see those videos on my YouTube channel. I have a weight belt. It's a spare for people that come over and don't have their own. Of course, I use the Chic 2004 model, which is great, by the way. If you haven't seen that review, you need to check that out. That belt is my favorite. I use the Versa grips. I love those instead of just having the traditional hand straps. I find they dig into your wrists a bit more. They're not as supportive, and I love the leather insulation and that Teflon or that Kevlar that inlays in that leather. It's awesome. Versa grips are by far probably one of the best purchases, aside from the new bag I just got. Now, I'm going to be doing a follow-up review on that bag built by athletes or for athletes. That gym bag is absolutely awesome. And when I say awesome, I mean awesome. I'm considering using it as my carry-on bag as I travel to the show to actually see how much stuff I can get away with packing that bag with, and if it's going to facilitate everything I need for the entire trip without me packing any other bag. The only situation I run into with that is if I don't have everything I need, then I'm shit out of luck and I have to go shopping, which is great for the wife. She'll love it. She'll love to go shopping. Just a trip plus shopping plus food. Yeah, she's in. But if I don't have to, I won't. So I'm going to probably try to scale that out soon, because tomorrow will be Thursday and we'll be off on Friday and check-ins and the show. Next thing you know, I'm sucked into a vacuum. So I'm going to do a follow-up video on that bag. So don't forget, listen, 3K giveaway. All my subscribers that have helped me, supported me, liked, comment, critiqued me, gave me feedback, whether it was positive or a negative light, I take it all, because I'm trying to build this channel for you all, to assist you all. There are going to be new things coming as soon as I get out of competition season, more videos dropping in different genres. Okay, this is going to be a channel where you can come not only just get a workout, because I have those ranging 10 to 20 minutes, but you're also going to be able to come and understand and get product reviews on fitness equipment. You're going to get reviews on supplements. You're going to get all types of stuff. It's going to be a mixture of a fitness ecosystem like Apple has built. We're going to build a fitness ecosystem here at That Guy Health. So like I was saying, I really appreciate it. I have to go shave now. I have to shave because I have to tan. And usually when I tell people I have to tan, they're like, why do you have to tan? You already have a permanent tan, and it's a good one. Well, it's mandatory. And I asked the same question to myself, and that's the answer I got. It's mandatory. It's mandatory. So I got to do it, which means I have to shave. And I don't mind shaving. Do any of you manscape? You should manscape. You should manscape to some degree. You shouldn't just go willy-nilly. I mean, I guess some people might be in that, but we're getting digressed. That's probably another topic. I really appreciate you. And like I always say, be safe. Let's build together. And peace. I hope the audio quality was better. I will be back.